In this video, we're going to go over some of the features and installation of our Z31 300ZX rear window hatch visor. You can see it here in raw aluminum. We also have it available in black powder coat, and you can get it from Skillard.com. If you have any questions, email us at sales@skillard.com. We're going to talk about a little bit what we got going on here before we go in the installation. But you have the main aluminum piece here, CNC cut. We've made it so it mounts in a way that when you open the hatch, obviously it's not hitting the roof. Also, this is our 89 Z31 Turbo, and you know, in the later versions of the Z31, they have the third brake light, which you can see under here. So we left that there, we didn't take that off. But also, obviously on the earlier Z31 that doesn't have the third brake light, it still fits, and there's no clearance concern there. You can see the stainless steel mounting screws that are going into the side there, which will mount into the bracket. We also have a couple stainless steel machine screws up here in the top that will thread into a center support bracket, which is here in the center. And it will come with this trim lock bulb seal that'll come on here as a cushion. And that really just serves to make the center of it rigid and support it without causing any dinking into the glass. So you can see it here. If we come around the side, I'll need to pop the trunk real quick, and then we can show it lifting up. So the trunk's popped, so we can see here, you know, we're able to lift this up. And we positioned it in such a way and had the curve match. So, you know, we've got, you know, good 3/8 of an inch here. So that way I'm not worried about this edge colliding with my, my paint there on the roof line. And now that we have that open, we can kind of see part of the mounting feature here where like that, this Phillips head screw is actually the factory screw. You can see the trim that's mounted, screw, and there's a screw right here. And so you'll take that screw out and actually use it to attach this tab at the top. And what that does is, one, it helps secure it, but two, locates it. So that way you don't have to worry about like trying to measure and make it even side to side and where to put it so it doesn't hit. And so essentially you're just able to do that. This has a return flange. I'll pull this off here in a second and show you. But this return flange is a nice tight acute angle that comes over and rests on top of the OEM trim right here. And you'll have some 3M VHB tape that'll be included that you'll, once you get it positioned, you'll peel the tape, you'll line this tab up, you know, with this slightly tilted because you don't want the tape to stick yet. And then you'll get that started, and then you'll push this down and align it so that way it's flush to the outside edge. And make sure we have on the website description of the product, it goes over the detail of 3M's VHB and tape installation and the process to clean it and make sure all those things that are done correctly. So make sure to read that. If you've never used VHB tape, it's crazy strong. And so kind of once you get it on there, I mean, you can get it off, but it sticks. So that being said, one of the things is that, you know, I can reach underneath here to clean, do what I need to do. But if I wanted to have access to everything, even with the 3M tape stuck on here and this screw on the side, I can just take these two screws out, the two screws on the other side, pop this off, and I have access to everything, you know, and I don't have to worry about it. And if I really need to, even if, like, say I got a problem, I need to change this glass out, you could take these screws out, pop this whole piece of trim off, and the bracket comes with it. So makes it really easy to work on. And again, like I said, if you really wanted to take that off, there's a process to get VHB tape off. So that's an option if you ever wanted to change your mind in the future. So No drilling, so it's just a little bit of VHB tape and taking that OEM screw out, and you're ready to put it all together and get it assembled. So I'll go ahead and tip this down and get this taken off and kind of show you some of the brackets and parts and pieces. Okay, so I popped the hatch visor off so I could show you. It comes with this the bracket under here. It's got flush mounted PEM nuts that go in there, and then the supplied stainless steel machine screws. You'll thread those into this bracket, and when it's mounted, the angle goes with the hatch. You'll also get some of this bulb seal, and that's used to go on there like so. One thing when you're putting the machine screws in here and in the sides is that you never want to force it. If it is slightly cross-threaded or there's something going on and you force it, then you can cause those to gall. It's kind of standard machine hardware information, but I just wanted to say it. And these are an M4, so if for some reason you started one and you kind of started to cross-thread it, stop right away, grab that M4 tap, clean up the threads, and then continue on. So anyway, so this is pretty straightforward. This is our piece. Then I'll kind of show you here. Let me set this down. Before I close this, like I said, let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket on the side. So Phillips screw here. I got a little bit of tape under here just to make sure that it didn't pop off on me. So that's sitting there. But this screw, lines up to the factory. And most of what's doing the holding, it will be the VHB tape, but this is like nice for, aligning it. And so we've got that back in there. And then you can see, like I mentioned, this acute angle. We'd peel the tape, after following the 3M prep process, and then with this tipped up ever so slightly, we rock that down, make it flush to the side, and then generally it's good to wait the recommended period by 3M before you start to go put a bunch of force on it, say driving spirited, but I've had pretty good luck with the adhesion right away, but also generally when I wait for that tape to essentially cure, it's crazy strong and doesn't come off unless you're intentionally following their process to take it off. So anyway, that's where the brackets are, driver's side, passenger side, and then we go ahead and grab the louver and then basically put it back on like we had it shown at the beginning of the video. So yeah, these are available from Skillard.com. And if you have any other questions about it, email us at sales@skillard.com.